Hi, I'm Amy, and this is my Chapter 13 video summary. Chapter 13 focuses on developing employee relations. So basically, the main topic is developing employee communications. So it says many companies have found that the key to a good employee relations program is a communication channel that gives employees access to important information and an opportunity to express their ideas and feelings. So giving them that channel where they can express everything and get everything out is a good way to have employee communication. So when supervisors are familiar with employee policies, employees are aware of their rights, there's less opportunity for misunderstandings to arise and productivity to drop. So if everyone's on the same page, everyone's just going to do their job. There's not going to be misunderstandings when issues arise. So there are two forms of info that are sent and received in communications. So that's facts and feelings. So basically facts and opinions. So facts are pieces of information that can be objectively measured or described. So basically like the cost of a computer, because you can physically see that a computer is like $199. You can't argue that. You can't, I think it's $70. No, it's not. It's $199, and that's like point blank. Like, you can't argue it. So feelings are employees' emotional responses to the decisions made or actions taken by managers or other employees. So basically just how you feel about something. So basically communication starts with a sender who has a message to send to the receiver. So the sender must encode the message and basically select a communication channel that will deliver it to its receiver in the best way. So basically, one example that I can really think of is if a sender is talking to a receiver and the receiver is deaf. You are obviously not going to speak out loud. I mean, you could if they read lips, but the best way to send a message to someone that's deaf would be sign language. So basically you have to find a communication channel that best fits your receiver. So some communication channels are more appropriate than others for sending certain messages, like I said. If you are sending, for instance, this is going to sound bad, but if you call someone and say that someone's dying, it's probably better than a text or anything like that. Some things just need to be personally said rather than written out. So specifically, there are 3 types of programs that employee relations representatives can aid in effective communications. So the first one is information dissemination. This is the process of making information available to decision makers wherever they are located. The second one is employee feedback, so being able to let employees give their feedback on things. 2 is employee assistance. 3 is the employee assistance, so you want to be able to give them assistance in anything that they want. Charlie, my dog is chewing on his leash. And then it talks about the employee handbook, which is the most important source of information that the HR department can provide. Come here. You want to be my co-star? Come here. Come here. This is Charlie. So the handbook sets the tone for the company's overall employee relations philosophy. It informs employees and supervisors about company employment policies and procedures. It communicates employee rights and responsibilities. So basically, like the handbooks that I've seen at some of my jobs, they are basically setting the tone. Like, this is our company, this is what we do. I just got a job at Joanne Fabrics, and oh my goodness. And they basically gave us a handbook that outlined the holidays that we work, when they're closed, pay raises, work uniforms, and anything else. If they have like a hair color policy or anything like that, they usually outline that. It covers benefits, your performance evaluations, dress code, discipline, sexual harassment, safety rules, and much, much more. So then it goes on and talks about written communications, which focuses on memos, financial statements, newsletters, and even bulletin boards. Not a lot of people use bulletin boards anymore, but that's a good way of communication. And then it talks about audio-visual communications, which is like teleconferencing, which you can like call into a conference and you're like kind of there, but you're not. Electronic communications, which is like voicemail, email, social networking, and multimedia technology. So basically, there are many other ways to communicate with employees. You just have to find what fits the employee in the situation. There's a lot of ways to communicate. There's a lot of ways not to communicate. You just have to find that channel and that medium and find the best way to communicate that to get your message across. Thank you.